up, guys? This is going to be a different sort of video. It's just going to be kind of short and kind of just straight to the point. It's going to be a garage tour. I know Haggard Garage and Poor Man Mods, and I think Eric the car guy is doing it, so I don't know. Anyways, this is going to be my garage tour. Hope you guys enjoy it. It's nothing crazy, just what I'm working with and how I get my builds done. Okay, and also I just want to say I don't have a tripod for my GoPro, so it's going to be a little bit different than other videos, but it should still work. So anyways, first off, let me just show you guys over in this corner. This corner, pretty much the only thing is this table and this right here. I honestly use this probably, I don't know, literally every single day, just about, I use this. This thing is old as hell, but it works very nicely. And then just this table's good, I guess, just to have to drill on and all that other stuff, because it's a shitty table. Other than that, moving on to this corner is just engine stuff, transmission, engine stuff. This is actually the auto transmission from my 1JZ that I bought, because it came with an automatic transmission, if you guys didn't know. This is the KA that came out of the RV25 240 outside. So this is basically just like the parts corner type thing, engine corner, transmission corner, whatever you want to call it. Moving on. Okay, moving on to this corner right here. You guys can probably tell underneath here I've got all my fluids that I might use for my builds. I've got oil, I've got transmission fluid, I've got brake fluid, anything you need really under there. And then up here on top, we got another table. This is where we keep our soldering irons, Dremels. Well, the Dremel's out right now, but Dremel. This is a Dremel. It just says Dremel. Dremel 300. I've had that for a while. Actually, a new one would be nice. This is also, the top part of this is also like the paint booth type thing. We've got our paint masks. Oh shit. Paint masks up here. And then moving on to here, we've got all of our paint. Got a little spray gun right here, nothing fancy, but hey, it works. Got some Bondo, got some acetone, whatever you want to call it. All your spray paint that you might need. All the white that you guys see like on my engine is this engine enamel. Well, actually, I don't know which one I use, but one of the two. And then this is the purple I used. Anyway, just a bunch of paint and stuff like that. Okay, moving on to this. Everybody needs an air compressor, for say blowing stuff off, or if you have like pneumatic impact guns or impact wrenches, whatever you want to use. These things are great. We've had this one for a super long time, and this is an 8-gallon tank, and I'm pretty sure this is also an 8-gallon tank. I might be wrong on that. I don't really know, but all I know is I use this a lot. Not as much as I used to, because I actually started getting into the electric impacts and all that stuff, but it's still helpful to have. Moving on to this corner, it's just more little stuff. This is actually just all the stuff for the air thing. You got your sprayers, you've got your hoses, tire pressure gauges, just stupid stuff like that. This isn't really anything part of the garage. This is just my like dirt bike corner too. As you guys can see, you got trophies up there, plaques, And moving on to this corner, this is just a toolbox for all of my dirt bike stuff, working on dirt bikes and stuff. My dad actually doesn't really keep this too clean, because he's the one that actually got this toolbox. But just spare parts, brake lever, wrench, another wrench. We got some bolts and nuts for dirt bike stuff. Pretty much it for this corner. I keep my power, whatever it's called, jump box there. We got some motorcycle oil there and some coolant. Pretty much it for this corner. Oh, and then also I have my full race leather suit down there, both of my helmets, and a textile jacket underneath for my street bikes. Okay, moving on to this corner, I'm actually going to turn this fan off because it's super loud. So anyways, moving on to this corner, I'll normally have something written down on this piece of paper, or on a piece of paper sitting right here. Currently RPM, speedo, wideband, and check base timing, dyno day August 17th. So I normally just cross stuff out whenever I finish it or whenever it's done. These two things are still being looked at. Sort of got the RPM working, but sort of not. You guys probably already saw the video for that. If not, it's coming. And then basically, sorry, this stuff's a mess right now, but anyways, this toolbox right here is the main toolbox to get my projects done, such as, you know, the 240. I've got my, you know, PB blaster, I've got mask cleaner, I've got chain lube. You don't really need that for a 240 build, but belt conditioner, and then I've got my my two chargers for my two impacts. I'll show you my two impacts in a second. This is actually a drill, DeWalt 20-volt drill. And then onto the actual toolbox, this is just a Task Force Lowe's toolbox. It comes with the top and the bottom half. It has wheels on the bottom, so you're able to, you know, roll it around if you need to. I personally just leave it where it is. So I've got everything labeled: electrical, wrenches, sockets, screwdrivers, and so on. Open it up, and pretty much like it says, I've got a lot of electrical stuff in here, and then I also just have random nuts and bolts. I've got an extra coolant temp sensor. I've got some spark plugs. I've got some, it's normally not this messy, but since I just finished the car just about, it's kind of messy, but you know, connectors, heat shrink. I got some lithium ion grease, some you know, electrical tape. I've got some lug rings, whatever they're called, and spark plug gapper, etc. Opening up this, once again, it's messy, it's not organized, but I've got all my you know, wrenches, you know, anything you need coming into here. Also messy. I've got a bunch of sockets. I've got some deep well sockets, and you know, all that good stuff. Coming into here, we've got our screwdrivers, flatheads, Phillips heads, you know, stuff like that. You know, some of the stuff I don't ever use, some of it I do. Coming into this one, you've got all your pliers and all your cutters, and also in this one I also keep your hex, or Allen keys, I guess you would call them. So that's pretty much it for that. And then opening up this, I normally don't open this up too much unless you know, it's something major. And this box right here, actually I'll get it out for you guys. In this box right here, I've got my Milwaukee M18 red lithium ion 18 volt impact. Comes with two batteries. It comes with you know, this case and all that good stuff. I use this thing a lot. And then the other impact that I always have is this nice Cobalt 20 volt lithium ion impact. This one is super big and super heavy. I honestly don't use this one as much as I used to, because I used to not have the Milwaukee. The Milwaukee is like 120 foot-pounds of torque, and it can pretty much take off just about anything or put on just about anything that you need, other than like suspension bolts and stuff like that, which are rusted on, and you know, stuff like that. So that's whenever this big boy comes in handy, because this thing's like 350 to 400 foot-pounds of torque, so it can pretty much break off just about anything. I've snapped multiple bolts using it, so I guess if you put that into perspective. Coming back into here, we've got our breaker bar, we've got a torque wrench, we've got some drill bits, we've got some gloves, drill bits, we've got a timing light. The timing light came in a lot of handy on this build because I've had to set it multiple times because I kept changing maps. And then, you know, in the back I've got the pneumatic impact wrench and then impact half-inch drive. I don't use those much anymore because I do have these electric impacts. So that's pretty much this corner right here. Okay, moving on to the middle of the room. I used to not have this lift. It is a Challenger something lift. It's like good for like 7,000 pounds or something. As you guys can see, Challenger lift. Actually, we got this used probably 2 years ago, and because my dad was doing a job for somebody and they were throwing out like 5 of them, so we got it for a really good price. And all we did was just change out the motor. So it's a brand new motor, And yeah, it works awesomely. This thing helps. It just comes in handy every single day I'm here. I used to not have one. My first swap was actually done on the ground on jack stands, so I feel you guys' pain. It sucks, I know. But anyways, so that's set up. And then coming into this is pretty much just, you know, just an extra shelf room, I guess you could say. I just, you know, put all my stock stuff here and stuff that I'm actually selling on eBay and stuff like that. I've got my stock suspension and all that good stuff back there. And yeah, coming into this room back here, we've got a hoist. I believe this is just like a Harbor Freight hoist. It works awesomely though, it gets the job done. The wheels are a little finicky, but other than that, you know, whatever. This is also where I keep some parts. I have my bumper and my hood. Got Subaru parts back here. There's not a light, so you guys probably can't see shit, but, you know, RB hood, wheels, just extra shit, you know, hubcaps, and stuff like that. And also stickers and, you know, subwoofer boxes and whatever. So anyways, that's this room. Okay, this next little section it's used a good bit, but not as much as I would like to use it, I guess. But this is actually an old welder. This was the first welder that we got. This is actually a Auto Arc MIG welder. We just run wire feed. We don't run gas or anything like that. I don't use this one too much anymore because we actually have a brand new Miller MIG welder, which is a lot nicer. It's a lot simpler to use, and it works a lot better. So that one's actually outside in the welding station under like a big thing. So that's where I normally do all my welding at, is outside, just because it's a lot nicer. With that being said, we do have a plug for this, which is on the wall over there. So if I do need to weld something inside, you know, or it's raining, I can always use this one. And right beside that, we've got our big old lights. I normally hook these up whenever I'm filming, depending on how dark it is. Got this little one just in case, you know, I need to get somewhere that I can't see or it's small. They're super helpful. This thing was actually like $8 at Lowe's, and I've had to buy like a couple extra light bulbs, which is like $4. So it's super cheap, and it's like 250 watts, I think, or 150. So it's super bright too. That's really helpful. Okay, moving on to this side of the shop, my dad actually took a bunch of tools for a job site. So not all the stuff that that, you know, we have and I use is here right now, but I'll still show you a few things. So this bay I really don't use too much because my dad is normally using it, but if I do use this bay, it's normally if I'm tinting windows or something like that. And also we have two DeWalt saws, which these are really helpful. That blade's actually almost out, but anyways, that's for cutting pipe, cutting metal, fabricating stuff, and you can also use the side of the blade to, you know, smooth out the sides. I know it's not good to do, but you can do it, you know, if you don't have like a grinder or anything like that, you can use the side of the blade. It does shorten the lifespan of the blade, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, moving on, showed you guys that. We've got a gas heater back there for the winter time. That thing is super nice. It heats up the room super fast. And moving down here, I don't really use any of this stuff, but we've got, you know, chainsaw. We've got some big electric drills. Sometimes these things do come in handy. I will say that because they're just so big and powerful. Another DeWalt electric drill, and then another DeWalt electric drill back there. And then actually this thing is also really handy. I don't know if you guys know what this is or have seen one, but it's a bandsaw. It's a DeWalt bandsaw. This is super good for cutting pipe, exhaust pipe, anything really. I mean, it'll just slice right through it. They're super nice. It's got a light on it and variable speed, so that's nice. And then we've got, oh shit, we've got our microwave, and then we've got a refrigerator that currently stinks of tomatoes because somebody didn't take them out. So that's that. That's how we keep cool. And yeah, so this is pretty much my garage. One thing I didn't mention over here is this is sort of like a battery charging station too. We put all of our good batteries and bad batteries on here, and we can test them because we have a battery load tester. But anyways, we also charge them up and get them ready to roll. And so that's pretty much my whole garage. You know, I didn't show you guys all of it. You know, there's still like little bits and pieces that I haven't showed, but it's not really interesting. you know, such as just like random pipes sitting everywhere because I haven't cleaned up. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. If you guys were wondering about the whole shop though, it's in like outside. We've got, it's a three bay shop with insulation on the roof, so it, you know, keeps the heat down. And in there it is an office. It's AC in the office, so sometimes I'll go in there if it gets too hot. Other than that though, I mean, it's pretty much the shop. I don't really know what else to talk about. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And yeah, throw down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what you guys think of my shop, my garage. And yeah, just give me some ideas and some tips on some new videos. Hopefully you guys are staying positive. And yeah, post up your own garage video and send it to me. Peace. The dyno, you know, just be a pain in the ass. So I'm definitely gonna leave the bumper off, but I may have to throw the hood on. I guess it would be good to, you know, test it anyway. So anyways, waiting on my buddy to get